Here we are, the first round of the March Madness tournament. We have USC taking on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. I am Michael Strand, and today I'll be joined by my color commentator, Matt Strand. Matt, how are we doing today?
Excellent, Michael. I gotta tell you, I'm probably more excited for this year's tournament than I have any tournament in years past.
We are off. And the Illini wearing the orange, taking on the Trojans wearing the yellow jerseys today. First bucket, no good for the Illini.
Michael, I gotta tell you, this year's tournament's got a little bit different feel to it, with obviously all the fear of the coronavirus going around. You and I can't even broadcast this game from the same location due to this year's virus, but we're gonna do it anyway, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh, looking forward to it, Matt. Looking forward to the whole day of action here. Big three from the corner from the Trojans to take the early lead.
The Illini coming out of the Big Ten. The Big Ten was tough this year. The Pac-10 a little bit down, but we're going to see how these two teams match up in this year's East Regional. We have the 7th seeded Illini and the 10th seeded USC Trojans. Or is it 6 and 11? I can't even remember already.
It doesn't matter. Three from Matthews. No good.
Jonah Matthews, the leading scorer for the Trojans this year. He did from three on the year. No good on that look, but we'll see if he can get going. He's a volume shooter, so he's got to get some shots up early and often if the Trojans are going to have a shot in this game. Although that one was from maybe a little deeper than the Trojans' head coach would like to see him pull.
Illinois gets some paint. Frazier, no good off the glass. Rebound out to Weaver for USC going the other way.
Trojans come in finishing third in this year's Pac-12. Pac-12 having a down year. We saw Oregon kind of run away with the Pac-12, but you had UCLA and you had these USC Trojans kind of following up. Not surprising to see them take a lower seed in this year's tournament. Meanwhile, the Illini, not even in the top three in the Big Ten. This year's Big Ten, like I said earlier, just fierce. We're going to see an early foul shot here from the Trojans. Daniel Utome, it looks like, of the line.
No, it looks like it's Anike Agula for USC.
72% shooter from the line this year.
Out of Chino, California, the freshman, 6'9" freshman.
Led the Trojans in scoring this year, 16 points per game. Also led the Trojans in rebounding. As a freshman, this kid's really carried this team.
We got 5-0 start here early after that made free throw. Frazier bring the ball down for the Illini, looking to set something up. And a big three from the Illini.
Quick pull with Illini had to get on the board, and that was a big three from Frazier. Not surprised to see him pull that off. He's been averaging 9 points a game this season.
There's number 21 again with the two.
Little Euro step there. Might have been a travel, but we're not getting many whistles here early on in this game. Just the one foul call so far. Be interested to see how this officiating happens. Normally we tend to see real officials. We got virtual officials, so a lot of NBA experience on this officiating roster. We'll see how it impacts this year's tournament. Another three from Frazier does not go.
Weaver looking to set up the ball at the top of the key. Looks down, tip pass. Freshman passes it back out to Matthews. Shot clock winding down again. Gets into the big freshman. Oh, fadeaway, no good.
Barely got that one off in time before the shot clock expired. Let's see Illinois push the ball up court here. Quick, easy bucket. Illinois off to a slow start. Looks to be getting back into this game. Georgie Basana. with the easy bucket.
Trojans here looking to get something going here on offense, but do a lot of ball through the big man in the low post. Let's see if they can get the ball a touch again here. 4 seconds left on the shot clock here. Anderson has to hoist a tough shot. No good. Rebound out to Illinois.
Trojans have gone ice cold. A hot start for USC, but they have not been able to score here in the last few minutes.
Ooh, out of bounds. Will stay at the Illini.
Oh.
Trent Frazier, the guard for the Illinois, is a junior here out of Florida. He's known for his three-point shooting ability. Let's see if he can net big shots here in this tournament. Here he goes from three on cue, and he makes it. Oh, sometimes the announcers knows what he's going to talk about.
Big three from Frazier. He was second on the team in three-point shooting percentage behind only Griffin. But at over 30%, he's going to knock down some threes today for the Illini, and they're going to need it if they're going to be able to run away with this game. No, it's been a knockdown, drag-out year in the Big Ten.
Sorry, Matt, to interrupt you there. Just one time I'll try to do it today. Big alley-oop pass to the big man.
With the tip finish. A lot of confidence there from USC to end their scoring drought. That's going to be a big play. If they're going to be able to pull off plays like that, they might be able to stay in this game. Illinois being a physical team this year in the Big Ten, we're going to see if they can show that physicality, really take over this game.
Speaking of physicality, Georgia will go to the line for two to get the ball inside. Good pass by Frazier. Good entry pass there.
Giorgio, though, only a 59% shooter from the line. Let's see if he can take advantage of this early opportunity.
Five minutes left here in the first quarter. Again, reminder that due to unforeseen circumstances, we will be playing quarters this year in the tournament instead of halves. The minute total is still equaling the same at 40 minutes. And the three-point line a little deeper than normal.
That's right. A lot of the time based on what we're seeing here, based on this coronavirus, we're hearing a lot of respiratory problems, may cause these players to get more fatigued earlier on in games. They're going to need some more breaks. We're going to break up this game a little bit more often.
Second free throw is good from Georgie. Illinois takes a 1-point lead here midway through the first quarter.
Georgie Bestcavaleshi is actually from the Republic of Georgia. We're going to see how he's going to be able to get used to this, his first tournament action, the sophomore, 6'9", 235.
Weaver shot the key, shot clock winding down, has to hoist. No good. Georgie gets the glass rebound.
Big game from the center from Tbilisi. Biggest thing we're going to see here today is maybe we're going to see some more forced shots with a little shorter shot clock. See how that impacts these young college players.
Georgie with the ball in the left block. Tough shot. It's contact. No call from the official there. Again, Matt, as you mentioned, the rest should let him play. Big steal by Frazier coming the other way.
Getting a little sloppy play here early on in this first half. We'll see how this relates and who can take advantage early in this game. We might see a timeout here before too long.
DeMonte Williams, a tough shot there in the last possession. Too high off the glass. USC now the ball at top of the key. Over to Matthews. Oh, out of bounds. Illini ball. Looks like a little contact there to push him out. Refs again, let him play.
We're starting to see some of that physicality I was talking about out of the Fighting Illini. Like I said, tough year in the Big Ten. They've had a lot of success being the more physical team of the two. Let's see if USC can match this physicality. They're going to need to if they're going to stay in this game.
Isaiah Mobley checks in for USC, the 6'10 freshman.
Nichols is going to push the ball up the floor. Got the ball to Kofi. Kofi over to Feliz, pulls the ball back out. Let's see what they got going on here with the Fighting Illini. They're going to run this shot clock down deep again. Just not been able to get anything going early on in the shot clock. They're going to be forced to push up a shot. With the big finish by the big Georgie Kavakali. Big minutes from the big man for the Illini so far, keeping them ahead in this game. USC is going to need to recover. Another missed shot gets pushed up the floor.
You told me with the glass cleaning rebound for USC coming the other way. Takes it himself. Can he go coast to coast? Looking for it. Hop step and a drive, and he scores.
Big Euro step right there. They needed that bucket. The Trojans were starting to fall behind in this game. Shooting percentage is a little bit low. Only 29% for the Fighting Illini. The Trojans shooting at 36%. Both teams still trying to settle in. But we've seen some physical play thus far. Look for that to continue.
Tough shot at the end of the shot clock. Big round goes to number 21.
Voice from almost half court there. But a big rebound by the Illini. Kofi Cochran with the cook putback is no good.
You told me it stops up with a dribble. Oh. Foul on the Illini. USC goes to the line. Georgie's not happy about that call. Just got to be careful here, Matt. You'll get teed up here early on in the first quarter of this first round matchup.
A very physical game in this first round matchup. Expect that to continue, but the big thing in this game, neither one of these teams is a great free throw shooting lineup, but I get a feeling we're going to see a lot of free throws today. I'm telling you, whichever team can take best advantage from the line is going to have a big leg up in this game.
Georgie's going to take a seat after a well-played first 8 minutes from him. Definitely helping his team out. Take this early, tie ball game now, actually. So look at the score. USC knocks down the free throw. It takes the 1 point lead. Matt, yeah, I guess I was thinking here that Illinois has been dominant so far early, but USC is sticking it with them.
Yeah, USC only 66% from the line as a team so far this season, but they're going to need to shoot at least that, if not better, to stay in this game. They're going to see a lot of foul shots with the physicality of this Illini team.
London, a tough shot in the paint, no good. Back out to Illinois going the other way. Griffin shakes a defender, pass out the Feelers. Feliz, whatever, scores up for 2.
Big bucket there for the Illini. They needed to get that one going, to get something going here.
Which we're going to get a timeout here, Matt, from the Trojans. 1 minute, 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Close game here early on in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, Trojans averaging 70 points per game. They're used to a much more high-scoring affair. They're going to have to continue to deal with this physicality of the Illini. The Illini, much more equipped for a low-scoring game. They're used to also scoring around 72 points a game. Let's see how these two teams respond here early on, being the first game of this year's tourney. In other news, we got another game here starting up soon. We're going to see a game out of the South region. The Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the UCLA Bruins. That game will get started here any minute.
We got a few seconds here left in the timeout. This time I'd like to thank our sponsors. Vision 360, proud sponsor of the NCAA tournament this year.
And sponsored by Corona. We are still just a beer.
I'm also going to take this time to apologize for the update required logo in the bottom left. You got to thank your friends at 2K for putting untimely updates. And these times are tough, Matt. With these remote games, satellite locations being played here, our announcers are doing our best we can. Anyways, we're back to the action here with a minute left in the first quarter. USC down by 1 here. You told me with a big 3. You told me coming off with big plays here early on in the first quarter.
Yeah, USC so far been able to handle the physicality of the Illini with a 2-point lead. Let's see what the Illini have out of that timeout. Big finish there on the bucket.
You told me on the right wing, coming down the other side here. They've been giving him the ball a lot here in the early on. Passes back out. Five seconds left on the shot clock here again. USC winding it down. London has to pull a tough 3 off backboard and off rim. No good. 16 seconds left here in the first. Here comes Jones for the Illini. Gets the call and one. Big finish from number 5. The sophomore out of Arizona will go to the line and see if he can complete the three-point play.
Yeah, Tavion Jones averaging less than 1 point per game on the year, but big bucket right there.
USC going down, 7 seconds left in the first quarter. Winding it down here, passes to the right, big three at the buzzer, no good. That will end the first quarter with a score. Illinois 18, USC 16.
Interesting first quarter of play here. Obviously, we're halfway through the first half. The Illini have a 2-point edge. A lot of physical play. We're going to see a lot of that and a lot of free throws here going forward. Be interested to see if USC can keep pace without the Illini pulling away. Illini is a much more physical team. They got the size. They got the strength.
Yeah. Penn State, UCLA coming up next. Penn State, let's see here, my facts correct. It's the 7th seed versus the UCLA, the 10 seed. Penn State, the 5-point favorites with a spread at 145. Or sorry, the over-under at 145, the spread at 5 for Penn State, the favorite 7 seed over the UCLA, the 10 seed, coming up shortly.
Quick update, with 34 points scored in the first quarter and an over-under of 139.5. We are on pace to be almost dead on the over-under. So if those of you with your money on the line, stay tuned. This is going to be a tight one down to the wire.
Oh, Griffin with a big two-handed slam for Illinois. Oh, man, this 24-second shot clock has to be playing a factor, Matt. A lot of bad shots here towards the end of the shot clock for USC. Their strategy is definitely get the ball down low and to run the shot clock to the end. Mobley with a big offensive rebound. Passes this to his other teammate, big man, for the easy deuce.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see them not getting the ball more often in the hands of Matthews and Okongwu. Those are their 2 leading scorers on the year. Look to see more of them here going forward.
Mobley another rebound. USC looked to go the other way. Floater's no good for the guard, going out the other way for Illinois. Look at that pressure defense by the Trojans here, Matt. Definitely keeping pressure on the ball.
Yeah, you know, I spoke with the USC coach before this game, and in watching tape, they knew they were going to need to be physical with this Illini team. They've been up to the task so far, staying neck and neck in this game. They just need a few more shots to go here, and they're going to be all over this Illini team. Another turnover there for the Illini. They cannot be happy with this performance so far.
Mobley coming off the bench. The USC big man is making himself presence felt out there on the floor early. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Illini as we go here into under 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. All tied up, all knocked up at 20 as we go into a commercial break here. Matt, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you mute this thing? Great time.
Turn the game music up. I want to be able to hear some of the crowd noise.
Test. Still can hear myself. You can't. It's muted. I'm muted on that. You're unmuted then. Huh? You're on the air, Eric.
Welcome our producer Eric Stray to the broadcast. How you doing today, Eric?
Doing great.
All right. Due to technical difficulties in NBA 2K stinking, we will not have the sound, Matt.
We got a tight matchup here in the 6-11 game in the East region with the Fighting Illini holding on, trying to keep a tie game here. the USC Trojans. Looking forward to see the Penn State UCLA game starting up here now. So we're back to the action.
Big timeout call, out of timeout here. Illinois takes a 2-point lead. Matt, I've been informed to tell you that due to both of us, viewers have to hear our voices, they will not be able to hear the game sound.
Oh, excellent. Pretty excited for that, Michael. More action from the Stray brothers here on this broadcast. We're going to get going here. Like I said a few minutes ago, I was talking to Illinois coach Brad Underwood before this game. They were relying on their physicality to really try to rattle the Trojans early on, but the Trojans have punched right back.
Frazier checks back in the ball game, looking to get a lot more out of there. Illinois looking to get a lot more out of their guard here early on in the second quarter.
Another miss from the Illini. Sure, we cannot be happy about that. Keeping USC in this game.
Anderson, tough shot. No good. Rebound to Cockburn for Illinois. You gotta feel bad for a guy like Cockburn. His name is not even allowed in a video game like this. You gotta feel bad for that kind of guy.
Yeah, you know, it's gotta be tough, but when you're playing the NCAA tournament, all bets are off. Offensive 3 seconds. You don't normally see that in college.
Anderson hitting the ball here for USC. Again, USC taking their time getting into their offense here, letting the shot clock run down.
Yeah, this could not be what the USC coach is looking for. He's got to want some more movement. We'll see a lot of holding the ball, a lot of passes late in the shot clock, and they're going to be forced into a late one again here. Jonah Matthews, though, for three, no good. Kofi Cockburn with yet another rebound for the Illini. They're fourth in the nation in rebounding. Already 17 rebounds on the night.
Big buzzer beating shot for the Illinois big man, number 21, Cockburn with a big fadeaway.
We're going to see a lot out of Cockburn today, Michael. I'm telling you, he's going to have to lead this Illini team if they're going to want to pull the way in this game.
Matt, I've just been told that the UCLA Penn State game was officially tipped off on our other streaming station.
Officially underway. Another missed three from the Trojans. They've gone a little cold here from the field. They need to stay in this game. Jonah Matthews only 1 of 4 from the field, all attempts from deep. He's going to need to get inside and make some plays.
Shot clock running again for Illinois. Brings into Cockburn. Cockburn hop step into layup off the glass. Cockburn's really coming out here to play here in the second quarter.
You know, after watching Georgie take over that first quarter, now that he's taken onto the bench, Kofi Cockburn's really taken over for what he left. This Illinois team has been really relying on their big men all year, and you're starting to see that here as they pull out to a 6-point lead late in the first half.
Weaver, shot clock going down. Tough shot. No good. Rebound and Nichols will push the ball the other way. Frazier, left wing.
The Trojans have not scored in the last 4 minutes of your gameplay.
Corner three for Frazier is no good. USC going the other way.
USC needs to push here, Michael. They got to get something going, and they're going to need to do that on the fast break offense. They have not been able to get anything going in the set against this tough defense of the Illini. Kick out to Agongwu, their leading scorer. He's going to dish to Anderson. They're getting deep into the shot clock again. They're going to have to force a long jumper, and it is no good.
Illinois quickly the other way, gets a layup, timeout, Trojans. Illinois has come out here to 8-point run since the last time out, Matt. You remember when it was 20-20? Illinois had an 8-point run. Yeah,
the Illini really starting to assert their dominance in this game. Really starting to show what it was like playing in the Big Ten this year versus the weak-ass Pac-10. Which calls it the Pac-12, but I don't even count two of their teams. Does Washington State even have a basketball team? I mean, let's be honest. This commercial break brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Woo! This shit's good. Look to see the Illini here continue to pull away at the end of this first half. I think Brad Underwood really got this team poised for a decent run. The Illini actually qualified for a double bye in this year's Big Ten tournament. Great year for the Illini. Honestly, Michael, I think this is the best Illini team I've seen since the likes of Darren Williams graced the court there in Champaign.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Illinois in the Big Ten, as you've mentioned, had a very great year. Matt, we probably should check it. I'm curious to how many teams made the tournament this year from the Big Ten. It had to be around 8 or 9, right?
Yeah, no, let's get some action there from our producer Eric, see if he can get us that data. We'll get it live to our viewers.
We'll get that back to you here shortly. All right, we're back in the action here. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Get the ball into a Gungwoo.
A foul. Go into the line with it and one. Sorry, Matt, interrupt you again.
Finished by the leading scorer for the Trojans. They really needed that if they were going to stay in this game. Yeah, you know, Michael, as far as the Big Ten goes, like we were just talking about, I know they had some teams that were on the bubble. I know Purdue was actually one team left out that could have been, maybe would put them in double digits, if not to 11. Just an incredible year out of the Big Ten. I'm glad we still get to see this tournament. You know, it looked like for a little while there we weren't going to get to see the fruition of the work that was put in by these Big Ten teams, but we're seeing it early here. Illinois, obviously, with a 6-point lead, and Penn State locked up 4-4 against UCLA. First two games of the day, we're going to see two Big Ten teams here. I get a feeling we're going to see a lot of Big Ten throughout this tournament.
Yep. The big man from USC knocks down the free throw. We're in a 5-point ball game here. Just under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Frazier from a 2. No good. Rebound to USC. Let's see if USC can push the tempo to cut this lead even more.
Jonah Matthews needs to get in. So far, he's only pulled up 4 shots from 3. He's got to get something going. Yet again, they get slowed up. Illinois getting back on defense. Tough D from Illinois. USC just has had a hard time getting really anything going.
Defensive 3-second violation on the Trojans.
No, it's Trojans' ball, but that's going to be defensive 3 seconds on the Illini.
Defensive 3 seconds on the line. I was sorry. Read the.
And we're going to see a technical shot here. Now, this is something that Illinois played some tough D, but with the number of big men that they have on the court, we might see this might not be the last defensive 3 seconds that we see today. Got to take advantage of these free throws, though. A Gungwoo knocks down the first. We're going to see some players off the bench here for USC. Gungwoo 72% from the line knocks down that technical shot. We're going to see if they can really capitalize here, really get back in this game after falling down by 6.
USC here, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Had to hoist a 3. Oh, and it's good from the USC guard. Quentin Adlish, the 6'1" senior out of Rio Grande. That sounds like the singer's name out of Georgia. Or that's California.
Yeah, Quentin, a 34% three-point shooter on the year, comes up big for the Trojans there late in the shot clock. They've cut this lead to 1. Got to tell you, Michael, as I have our second screen up here watching the UCLA Penn State game, I'm surprised to see that Blockbuster still has the money to be sponsored for this year's tournament.
Hey, anything can happen on the internet, Matt. You can't always believe everything you see on the internet.
Uh, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Trojans, the 11th seed in the East region, hanging tough at 6-seeded, the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Big free throw here.
And he knocks it down. Frazier knocks down the free throw. 3-point ball game. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. USC with the ball in the corner, throws the alley-oop. Oh, the alley-oop slam by the USC big man.
Gungwoo, their leading scorer for the Trojans, has just pulled them back yet again within one. Let's see if the Illini can answer. They're going to need to pull away a little bit here, Michael. As a 6th seed, you don't want to go into halftime with the 11th seed right in your tail with a run. So they're going to have to assert their dominance here, get back to some of that physicality that got them out to their 6-point lead just a minute ago.
Oh, big block by another USC big man. It's a battle of big men here in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Stuck down low, he's trapped to Tomey, finally gets the ball out to London. Let's see if USC can get a shot here. They're getting deep into the shot clock yet again. You told me top of the key. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock.
1 second left to go on the shot clock, Matt. You might be a little delayed over there. You gotta continue to remember that.
And Frazier with a foul. USC here looking to go. Meanwhile, we got another upset brewing over here in the South region. The UCLA Bruins out to a 14-8 lead against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Let's see if we can get a fact check here. When's the last time we saw Penn State in the NCAA tournament?
We seem to have lost our producer, Matt. Maybe that's why our lag is so bad out here. Having some technical difficulties. Alright. Anyways, back to a minute left here in our USC-Illinois contest. Not to be confused with UCLA on the other game. Big free throw here coming from number 10, USC, Quentin. Shot's up. The shot is good. Tie ball game here. A minute left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Quentin Adelish here really keeping the Trojans in this game. Big three a minute ago, knocking down a key free throw there to tie this game. Let's see what the Illini have to finish out this first half.
Big block by the USC big man. Going the other way. USC gets the fast break layup and scores. USC takes the lead.
Brad Sherwood might want to get a timeout here to see if he can get the Illini back in line, see if they can pick up some points. Crucial points they're going to need here to finish out this first half, get at least a little bit of momentum going into the locker room.
Georgie from Illinois checks back in, gets the ball in the post. Tough jumper. The USC big man is really feeling it. He has actually earned a badge underneath him for the glass.
Looking to take over this game.
9 seconds left here to go. Tough shot. Rebound by Illinois. Gotta hurry. 5 seconds here. Felix has got to force a shot in the paint. Blocked by the USC big man. What a way to end the first half.
The Trojans went down by 6. 5 minutes to go in the first half with a vengeance here, storming into halftime, really taking you to the Illini. Like I said, I talked to Brad Sherwood, and he said they were going to be relying on the physicality of the Illini to take over this game. But the USC Trojans out of the Pac-12, the 11th seed, they have shown they can match and sometimes take over that intensity. Let's go to Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal, and Ernie for the halftime update. Here's a few highlights. We'll be right back after this. Hey, how's it looking on live as far as audio and stuff goes?
Man, I can still hear you on the mic. Make sure your mic's muted. And we are back here to start the second half of basketball in the first round of the March Madness tournament. the USC big man still on fire after ending that first half with a big block. Let's see how USC can carry the momentum here to start off the second half. Tough shot start here. No good. Rebound to the Illinois. Frazier's going to push tempo here to the second half. Let's see if they can take the lead. Oh, and a big dunk from Illinois. Ayo with a big slam. The sophomore guard out of Chicago. USC moving the ball a little better here in the second half early. Has to force a three.
Yeah, relatively quiet half for Ayo. Let's see if he can get things going here in the second half.
Illinois misses a shot here. Quick shot, quick trigger there. First few possessions here, Matt. The second half is definitely a lot more up paced than we ended the first half.
Ayo assumed 16 points per game on average for the Illini. We didn't see much of him at all in the first half. They're going to need to get some out of him if they want to see something.
Big three from USC there in the corner. Jonah Matthews, pretty quiet in the first half, Matt. Makes a big three there.
Big three, 38% on the year from three for Jonah Matthews. They're going to need to see some more of that if USC wants to continue this upset bid. We might be due for an upset early on, as USC has really seemed to take over this game. The Illini just have not been able to deal with this gut punch that's thrown to them by the Trojans.
I would give a lot of credit here early on to the USC big man. We saw a lot of points out of Georgie, the big man out of Illinois early. Took a bit of a long breather. I wonder if he's feeling the effects of this virus that's been going around. But he's now back out there to see if he can...
Yeah, Cockburn, though, with another big rebound there. They're going to need to get a lot of action out of the two big men and then see if Ayo can drop in a few points for the Illini and get them back in this game. Meanwhile,
Georgia,
the South region, Penn State's taking an 18-14 lead halfway through the first half.
Good defense here by Frazier, defending Weaver in the right corner. Oh, there's a big left-handed finish by the USC big man. He's got 14 points today, 10 coming in the paint, making a statement here early on in the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, you know, Michael, I told you early in this game we were going to see probably the biggest matchup was going to be Ayo Dosunmu out of Illinois and Okeyu Agungwu for the Trojans. So far, it's Agungwu from the Trojans who has really taken over this game.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of these big men are out there wearing number 21. Do you think they look up to NBA player Joel Embiid for the Sixers?
It's very possible, you know. Onyeka Okongwu out of USC from Chino, California, the 6'9" freshman. You know, he's just trusting the process so far. 16 points, 18 rebounds per game on the season. He's really started to assert his dominance here, leading this 5-point lead for the Trojans. We're going to have to see if Ayo Dosunmu, who also averages 16 points a game, can respond to the Illini. They're going to need to get some help from him if they're going to stay in this game.
Coming out of that timeout now, Illinois looking to see if they can draw something up here to get a bucket, down by 5 here early in the second half. Frazier from 3, no good. Rebound going to USC. Anderson with the reverse scoop and score. The USC move pushes their lead up to 7. Upset watch here early, Matt.
Yeah, the Trojans here really surprising me. You know, I thought the Illini having tough-fought matchups in the Big Ten all year long. We're going to come out and really dominate this first-round matchup as a 6 seed, but Trojans, give them credit. They're taking it to them. And another big rebound and big stop from the Trojans. The Illini have not scored in the last 3 minutes.
Let's see if USC can continue to push their lead here. Back out to Weaver. Shot clock winding down. Tough jumper makes it. Oh, Illinois up by 9. You guys need to see a timeout here.
Has taken a 9-point lead. The Illini being held to only 32% from the field by the Trojans. The Trojans shooting 37% themselves. Not too much better, but I tell you what, their physicality on defense has really made the difference in this game.
Illinois gets the ball inside, draws a foul. We'll be going to the line. Ao, as I think Matt, as you said, Ao was the leading scorer from Illinois. Has not really been a factor early on. See if we can really turn it on here in the second half.
No, you got to give the Trojans credit. They've been able to really shut him down. That had to have been a focus for them going. Needed to make this Illini team one-dimensional. And like I said early, physicality from really both sides. I've been very impressed with this Trojan team matching the physicality of the Illini. I don't know if the Illini have seen this kind of physicality from an opponent all year long. The Trojans have really established their dominance in this game.
Ao, second free throw is good.
You know, Michael, as we get kind of kicked off here in this year's March Madness, I'm looking forward to what will be our third game here coming up out of the West region. We are about to have 3 games here going at once. This is going to be an exciting day of basketball. We're looking to see if we can get at least half of the first round in the books today.
Should be a very exciting map. Here, Illinois has cut the lead down to 5. It's been a great game here in the first matchup. Looking forward to what the day has in store. Another defensive 3 seconds call. Wow, these new rules are really playing an effect here in the tournament.
Yeah, the Illini defense, they're really used to being able to play that zone, but they're going to have to keep their guys out of the key. Is that Kofi Cockburn again with a call?
That is Kobe Copper that gets the violation against him.
We are about to see the 3rd seed Seton Hall Pirates taking on the 14th seed Montana Grizzlies in the West region. That game should tip off here in the next 10 minutes.
Oh, what a big tip back from the USC big man.
Yeah, USC, just as the Illini started to get back into this game, have gotten back out to their 8-point lead. They're going to look for a stop here, and then if they can get a score, they can make this thing really double digits and really put the Illini in a hole.
Yeah, but Ao has been driving again, going back to the line.
He's really trying to get going here. He's got to start leading the Illini and scoring like he has all year. We're going to see the Illini really not equipped to be down double digits and comebacks. They're going to need to stay in this game at this point if they really want to have a chance to pull off this win here in the first round of this year's NCAA tournament, sponsored by YouTube. He bricks the front end. They've got to make some free throws if the Illini want to have a shot to hold on to this game.
Here comes the second shot here. Ao up, and good. Cuts the lead down to 7 here. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Let's see the USC Trojans get the ball inside. Their big man is trying to take over this game. Man, I wish I could say some more of these names. These guys do not make it easy on us anymore.
No, they have not, Like I said, the leading scorer on both teams. We're going to start calling them, woo! If only we had Ric Flair on this broadcast. He might have an easier time saying this name. We got a gun, woo! And we got a joke, woo! Both leading scorers for both the Trojans and the Illini. Where's
Big three from USC to push the lead out to 12. Matt, upset watch is real here in the first game of the tournament.
Michael, I gotta tell you, I'm really surprised that these Trojans, they have come out here to fight today. 12-point lead against the Illini. I can honestly tell you, I did not see this coming.
And a turnover, forced turnover of USC on Illinois. USC has a chance to even extend it even further.
Yeah, these Trojans have really surprised me. You know, coming out of what was a weak Pac-12 this year, they have come out and just punched this Illini team directly in the face. Let's see if they can recover. Brad Underwood cannot be happy with the performances of his Illini team so far today.
USC picking up 2 offensive rebounds in this possession. Illinois cannot afford to give USC more possessions when already down by 12. Tough shot. USC knocks it down again. 14.0, 19-5 run the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds here for the Trojans.
Yeah, the Illini, like I said, really not equipped to be a team to play from behind. They're going to really need to get something going if they want to stay in this game. Down by 14 with only 13 to play. I just do not know if there's enough time for this Illini team to get back. They're going to have to really start shutting down USC on defense and really get something going on offense. Look for Io to really try to take over this game for the Illini. That's what they're going to need if they really want to get in this game.
Feelers of the Big Two, a little celebration. I'm not sure why this guy's celebrating when his team is down here in the tournament.
For some of these players, Michael, you got to realize that this is going to be their one chance, their one shining moment, as they say. They got to take full advantage of it, regardless of whether they're down by double digits or not.
Another Big Two from Illinois.
There for the Illini.
And they go down and score there. Now USC coming the other way. Let's see if Illinois can string some stops together here, Matt. Oh no, but Mobley with a big spin, baseline and 2. USC Trojans dominating down low right now. Let's see if the Illinois big man can fight back here, or if the Illinois guards have got to make some plays. Feelers to the left hand, scores! Illinois working, cuts it to 10 again. Back and forth we go here.
The Illini really need to keep this going if they want to get back in this game. They're going to have to rely heavily on their defense to shut down this Trojan offense if they want to get back in this game.
Trojans working the ball around here. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. In the corner here. It's got the hoist. Tough 3. No good. Big stop by Illinois going the other way. Griffin with a one-on-one. Big pass to Illinois. Cockburn with the deuce. There we go. Illinois got to keep stringing these stops together. Let's see if we get this thing interesting here going into the fourth quarter. The minute left in the third. Timeout, Trojans. Smart timeout call.
Give credit to this Illini team. They've stayed tough in this game. You know, when you're down by double digits as the favored seed, it is really easy to get down on yourself. But they have stayed in this game. They cut this lead back to an 8-point deficit, and let's see if they can cut it again. Good timeout here though by USC. I think they really need to regroup to see if they can keep this upset effort alive. Again, this year's tournament brought to you by Vision 360. Michael, tell us a little bit about the Vision 360 product.
Vision 360, we make data work. It's been a lot of effort trying to get all this together, organizing spreadsheets. It'd be helpful if you had Vision 360 there to make your data work for you.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, if it wasn't some of the Vision 360 brain power, I don't know if we would have this year's tournament.
And we're back here at the timeout. Let's see if USC can draw something up here to get himself a score to push this lead out even further. Tough shot. No good. Cockburn with the glass cleaning rebound for Illinois. Big stop Illinois here going the other way. Let's see if they can get to the ball of pain. They do. Oh, he botches the layup. We're going the other way. Cannot afford to get that close and not convert here, Matt.
No, the Illini really need to take advantage of those opportunities. After a big stop on D, they have to be able to convert at the other end.
Here we go, big man against big man. Oh, Paps to the corner for London. Missed a shot from here earlier a few minutes ago. He's going to hoist another one. No good again. Stop for Illinois going the other way. Let's see if they can get a run out here. Oh, stopped by the USC defense. Let's see if they can draw something up here and get a good possession. 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fires from deep. No good.
Yeah, the USC defense has really been able to shut down the Illini, even when they have had the opportunity to get out on the break. We've seen the Illini had to pull out into their half-court sets and force shots like we just saw there down the third quarter. Big 8-point lead for the Trojans. Let's see if they can hang on in this latter part of the second half to pull the upset here in the first game of this year's NCAA tournament. We'll be right back after this.
Matt, you can still hear you.
Good, I didn't say anything dumb.
It's alright, and we're back.
And we're back!
Trying to get all these games into one day.
Round of the NCAA tournament, Viral Madness 2K20. Let's see if the Illini can finish this comeback. The Illini here looking to cut into this 8-point lead. They're going to need to get things going. USC pushing the other way. They're looking to score a bucket. USC wisely draining the shot clock, trying to just get to the end of this game and maintain this 8-point lead. They've done a great job physically staying with the Illini. Oh, the bucket and the foul! We're going to see the Trojans go to the line with a 10-point lead, trying to make it 11 for Ethan Anderson. Michael, do you think the Illini are going to be able to get back in this game, or has USC just been too tough?
I think USC's been too tough, Matt. I don't see how any way Illinois can make a run here. I am curious to see, remember our over-under, though, for the game. We're right around, what's this? Let's see, 100 points?
We're right around 139, so we're going to need to see some points here scored late in this game if we're going to see that over-under come into question. It looks like the under might have been a good bet here early on in this year's tournament.
Fraser, big shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound to USC going the other way. Oh, and a layup finish. USC pushing that lead out even further, up to 12. The USC Trojans shooting 40% from the field today, 22-55. That's how we can get this 12-point lead.
Got to give the Trojans credit. I did not see them being able to shoot this high of a percentage against what was a tough Illinois defense all year long.
Illinois again, the paint blocked by USC. Anderson with a run out. Looking to find some teammates going down the court. We're going to have to pull it back out. USC big man, tough shot. Does not get the roll. Fraser cleans up the glass. Illinois needs to hurry here, Matt, to try to cover this lead and get back in this ball game.
Yes, they do, Michael. The Illini definitely running out of time, and they do not have the shooters to shoot themselves back into this game. They're going to need to get some buckets going here, and they're going to need to get some stops on defense if they want to have any shot here with 8 minutes to play down by 12.
Fraser, tough shot, gets to go. Cuts at the 10. We're going to need a little more faster offense here. Fraser, 10 points, only 3 of 10 shooting. A little bit of disappointment today from him. Want a little more out of the Illinois guard.
Yeah, really, Frazier and then as well as Io just have not been able to get anything going. Frazier, like you said, 3 of 10 from the field, only 10 points on the day. Illinois has been very reliant on both Frazier and Io for the scoring this year. Another big bucket for the Trojans. They are not getting stopped by the Illini. It's going to be a tough last 7.5 minutes here if the Illini want to get back in this game down 12. We'll be right back after this.
we're back here after this timeout break. It's a 12-point ball game. USC with the early upset bid here in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Matt, this could be a sign of things to come today. We're looking forward to all the action here on the YouTube channel networks. Be sure to subscribe and like our videos for more content.
Madness 2K20. Leave your comments below. Make sure that you're getting in on all the day's action. We have both spreads and over-unders for you to bet on in the comments. We're going to see if the Illini here, they're going to have to do some work here. Big bucket to cut the lead to 10. The USC Trojan bench, though, still outscored the Illini by 8 so far today.
We're going to see the USC big man go to the line here. Foul on Cockburn. Again, fans, not to be at home, his name is Cockburn. The video game does not allow you to type in his name. Tough life this kid lives.
Yeah. Spelled in the game as Cockburn. We will continue to refer to him as his correct name as Cockburn. Let's see if he can make it happen here in the late half of this game for the Illini.
Looking at other action here going on in the tournament, we got Penn State, USC, or UCLA rather, going into halftime it looks like here. Cannot get a score from my production guy who's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, we have two early matchups between both the Big Ten and the Pac-12. If you would have asked me, Michael, before these two games tipped off, what we were likely to see, I would have told you we were going to see two runaways by the Big Ten. But USC hanging tough here with the Illini. The Illini are going to need to do some work to show that the Big Ten has had the success that they've had so far this year.
Penn State with a 13-point lead at the half meter, man, against UCLA on our other stream going on. Looking to go in the second half here. This game winding down here.
The Penn State and the Lions, I see them making some noise here in this year's tournament after being relatively absent from tournaments over the last couple decades. Don't be surprised to see them make a run.
Tough shot from USC there. Surprising shot. They should probably be throwing the ball down here, trying to work this thing out. Big three from Illinois. No good. Looking some tempo here, Matt, here to end the game here. Off to a slow start.
Yeah, the Illini know they need to get some tempo. Big three. That didn't go. They're going to need those kind of shots to drop if they're going to get back in this game. Jonah Matthews starting to smell the upset for the Trojans. He's going to take over the ball handling here. Getting late in the shot clock for the Trojans. They know they don't need to force anything.
Matt, you're pretty delayed right now, so we're already down the court the other way. And big shot for Frazier in the lane is no good. Again, fans, technical difficulties here with lags. Trying to call this action cannot be easy for these color commentators. Anderson down to the baseline. Going to pass down the middle. Up top to Matthews. Matthews, as Matt mentioned, trying to take over here in the second half. Big shot from the lane. No good. Out to Georgie with a rebound. He's going to pass out to Williams going down the other way. Williams gets the paint. Going up and one. The Illinois guard going to the line. Trying to cut this lead to 10 here with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I don't know if there's enough time, Matt, for this comeback, though, from Illinois.
No, Michael, I honestly have been very impressed with this Trojan team. It looks like they may be advancing, but never count out a team from the Big Ten, the Illini. They were the 4th seed in this year's Big Ten tournament. Let's see if they can make things happen here at the end of this first round game. And we are about to see action underway here in the West region. We're going to have the Seton Hall Pirates taking on the Montana Grizzlies.
Williams converts to a 3-point play. Does 10-point ball game. Illinois needs to anchor down here and get a few stops.
Illinois, who's been relying on their defense all year, they're really going to need to see something happen.
Knocks it down. USC, that might be the nail in the Illinois coffin here, Matt. 13-point ball game.
Matthews with a huge three. They're leading the scorer. He is not wanting to go home after one round of action. He is not happy with just making the tournament. He wants to see the round of 32 and on to potentially the Sweet 16.
USC's going to give him the ball again here on the left corner. Almost loses it. Passes it to his teammate Anderson. Top the key. Let's see if they get the ball back here. Nope. Clock running down. Weaver, the corner's got the hoist. Tough shot. And he gets it to go. It's been that kind of day from the USC guards, knocking down tough shots and on the shot clock. Strategy seems to be working out here for the USC Trojans, Matt.
Yes, the Trojans have really been able to shut down the Illini offense. If you would have told me coming into this game that with 4 minutes to play, Illinois would only have 52 points on the game on the night after averaging 72 on the season, I don't know that I would have seen this. But give credit to USC; they have really come to play here today on the defensive end.
Matthews three from the corner, no good. Here we go the other way. Williams, right corner. Illinois needs to hurry up here. And it gets to the lane. Last time down, getting blocked by these USC big men. Big rebound and a missed shot for Illinois. At the Matthews again. Matthews continues to try to put this game away. Looking to go ISO mode here. He's going to pass to his teammate up top.
With less than 3.5 minutes to go, the Illini just have not been able to get anything going on offense. Give credit to this USC Trojan team. They look like they may be advancing to the round of 360 to 360. Vision 360 sponsors this year's NCAA tournament. But it looks like the USC Trojans may be advancing to the second round with the maybe first upset of the tournament. Always gotta love, Michael, when game one of the tournament ends up in an upset.
And we get a timeout here from Trojans. Maybe the coach here thinking that they're going to advance and put their starters on the bench to get ready for the game here this weekend.
Yeah, as we get here to the end of this game, the Trojans may start looking toward what might be their second round game. 25 minutes after this game concludes, we might start to see the second game from the East region, which is going to be the third-seeded Villanova Wildcats taking on the 14th-seeded Rhode Island Rams. That should be a tough matchup. Villanova, obviously, coming off 2 national championships here in the last 5 years, looking to do some damage as a 3-seed in this year's tournament out of the East region.
We'll be back shortly after this word and hear our favorite song of the tournament. I'm live with the mic right now.
Today's player of the game has been Anyoke Ngungu, Trojans. He has really taken over this Illini team, doing it all from the scoring on the inside, just absolutely dominating in the post. Not something I expected to see against what's been a tough Illini defense all year, but Ngungu has been able to get the job done today for the Trojans as they have this 13-point lead under 3 minutes to play.
Matthews, the ball top the key, 1 second left. Tough finish. Matt, you mentioned the USC big man had a good game, but Matthews really coming out here at the end of the fourth. 24 minutes played rather, 13 points here. Gotta be most of us coming in here in the second half.
Yeah, Jonah Matthews pretty quiet in the first half. He has really come on here in the second half as the Trojans have really established their dominance. 24 minutes on the night, shooting 42% from the field. And we see the Villanova Wildcats looking on as this game concludes, waiting to be able to take the court region. They're going to have a tough matchup with the Rhode Island Rams. Rhode Island, with multiple appearances here in the last few years, they are no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They are going to look to continue the upset streak here in the East region as we see the 11th seed Trojans here taking full advantage of the 6th seed Illini.
Matt, looking like we're going to have the under here in the first game of the tournament. Again, that line was 139.5.
Looks like we're going to hit both the under, and those of you who took the points with USC, Coming into this game, normally on a 6-11 matchup, 2.5 didn't seem like much of a spread for the favorites being the Fighting Illini. So those who took the Trojans looking for those bets to pay off big.
Matthews here looking to add to his impressive second half total. Knocks down the free throw. He had a 15-point ball game here, Matt. What has to happen here for these upset teams to happen and to win by so much?
There's a lot of different ingredients that can go into an upset. I think the number one thing that we've seen here today from the Trojans, which is always part of any upset, is solid defense. As they say, defense never has an off day. The Trojans came in today here ready to go toe-to-toe with this tough Illini team, and we've seen that defense really come through, holding the Illini at only 56 points here with a minute and a half to go.
Matthews with 9 points here in the fourth quarter. Man, really coming out and put the nail in the coffin here tonight. Or today, I should say.
Yeah, Jonah Matthews has had a huge game for these Trojans. Look for these Trojans to make some noise. Honestly, I didn't think much of the Pac-12 coming into today, but I've been very impressive with the action that we've seen so far.
Matt, taking a look at our other action here as we conclude the USC-Illinois game, the UCLA Bruins trailing by 23 points to Penn State. Man, some really big spreads here early on between these early on matchups.
Yeah, Michael, like I said a few minutes ago, looking at two Big Ten Pac-12 matchups in the first two games of this year's tournament, I really thought the Big Ten was going to take over. We haven't seen much of that out of the Illini today, but Penn State is looking fierce, and they may make a run deep in this year's tournament.
Well, we're all about wrapped up here, but putting the bow on the final present here in the first game. Looking forward to some hopefully closer games here the rest of the tournament, Matt.
Yeah, with all the upsets brewing, a lot of times you see some buzzer beaters and some crazy finishes. A lot of times you see the favorites run away with it. We kind of saw the opposite of both of those here in this first game with an upset that's really kind of been a runaway with the Trojans. We'll see if we can see some tighter matchups here later on in this year's tournament.
USC rocking on shot clock once again. Top shot from the elbow, no good. Rebound out to Illinois. Illinois here with the ball, left wing. We saw a lot from number 15, the Illinois big man, in the first half, but he has not been the same here after that first quarter. As Ayo hits a shot in the paint.
Right. The Georgian named Georgie has really not done much after really dominating the first 10 minutes of this game. He went to the bench, and you got to wonder sometimes, when you got a hot player and you let him to the bench, take a breather, how much do they really cool off? And I'll tell you, Georgie the Georgian really did cool off in this game, and just Illinois has not been able to respond.
It's Matthews. This is another big three from the corner at last possession. Really, really putting this game away. Look out for him to make a splash here, have his shining moment in the second round of this tournament.
The dagger from Jonah Matthews, and that was all going to do it for this first game of this year's tournament. Looks like USC is going to run away with a 15-point lead.
And that will be the game here, as the USC Trojans will move on and advance to the round of 32 coming up this weekend with a 15-point win over the Illinois Fighting Illini. You got to feel bad for those seniors, Matt. They gave it all they had here. Looking forward to calling the rest of these games this tournament with you. Any final notes,
I
Matt?
look forward to it as well, Michael, but this is going to be a big tournament, and we're going to get a lot of big action.
With that being said, we look forward to more games here to come here on our Era of YouTube networks. With that, final call of me, Michael, on the play-by-play, and my partner, Matt. We'll be in touch soon. Have a good rest of your day.